It's always funny when the access media tries to trash gamers and says that we're always toxic, we're always angry about video games, because it's situations like this that prove that that's not the case. Because now we're finding out that in season 3 of the first Descendant, there's going to be a NieR Automata collab, and everybody is seemingly praising it. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I've talked a lot about First Descendant on this channel. I live streamed it a couple of times, and I enjoyed my time in the game. Is it the best title ever? No. And I do think that the developers have been very slow when it comes to actually implementing new content, which has led to a lot of people questioning how long this game is actually going to survive. But I always love seeing cool collaborations that make sense and that gamers have actually asked for. And when it comes to NieR Automata, we've seen a lot of NieR collabs over the past 2 to 3 years, specifically in games like Rainbow Six and Stellar Blade. One of those went super well, the other definitely did not. But now we're finding out that there is going to be this NieR collab. So here is a Jamatsu article. It says the First Descendant Season 3 update and NieR Automata collaboration announced. Publisher Nexon and developer Nexon Games announced the Season 3 update for the free-to-play co-op looter shooter, The First Descendant, which includes a new battlefield, hoverbike, Colossus field raid, and the introduction of a lounge, a new Descendant, and more. So they are actually adding a lot of content. I think a lot of people are going to go back and try it out. I think that this is very cool. I think that this is a nice collab, and I said the same exact thing when we saw the Stellar Blade collab not even that long ago. This was back in November of 2024. We saw on the left the Stellar Blade NieR collab. She looks absolutely gorgeous, absolutely phenomenal. There is also a damaged outfit in that game, but on the right side, you can see the Ubisoft version, because of course they tried to do this collab in Rainbow Six Siege. Very bizarre choice in my opinion, but oh my god, did they butcher our girl. I mean, this is one of the worst collabs I've seen in a long time, and I know that it was put on an existing character model, but it looks just as bad as could be. It's like a man is wearing this suit, and it does no justice to our girl that we all know and love. Some of these comments are absolutely hilarious. I did a previous video on this if you want to see what my reaction was months ago when it was first announced, but people were roasting Ubisoft. Question is, why did Yoko Taro-san sign off on this? It's definitely Square Enix. It's not his call, because I don't think that he ever would have okayed this. It's ma'am, which is just so great. This was the NieK collab just a year ago, and oh my god, does she look stunning. I love seeing feminine, sexy women in my video games like many other people do, and it definitely shouldn't be a problem. Of course, a lot of developers now are afraid to highlight femininity and women's curves because they're afraid of being canceled, which I and many other people think are ridiculous. But clearly, right, there is a winner when it comes to the Stellar Blade NieR collab versus the Ubisoft one. And now that the NieR Automata collab with the First Descendant is posted online and lots of people are talking about it, it's basically all praise. Now, what was funny about the Stellar Blade collab is that there were quite a few outlets that were angry about it. There were also quite a lot of sensitive snowflakes on social media who were pretty upset over it, because they were basically just saying, oh my god, they're trying to rip you off. It's just them selling women's bodies. It's, you know, making money off the objectification of women. I think that that's pretty fucking absurd. Of course, they just want to trash men for the male gaze, which is ridiculous. But as you can see, most gamers are really happy with this. I mean, this has 1.7k likes to 42 comments, and most of the comments are positive, saying things like they just basically invented a money printer when they came up with 2B, didn't they? It's odd almost to see her in so many different games, but also I'm not complaining. It is a nice addition. I mean, it looks great, but what about the gameplay? Eye candy can only do so much, which I obviously completely agree with. I do think that the first Descendant is fun. It's pretty poorly monetized, but if you only are putting a couple of hours into it, maybe a week, you can have a good time with it. Do I think that it is the best game ever? No, it's pretty standard for a looter shooter, but I also think that with the new update and all of the content that they're adding, it is going to enhance the game completely. Again, going back to the article that talks about it, they're adding a new massive field. It is a brand new, enormous battlefield, once a promising outpost site, now devastated by a void storm and overrun by the Colossus. There is a new vehicle, which is the hover bike, and is designed for high-speed travel across a massive field, giving players a thrilling sense of speed. There's new content with the Colossus field raid. It is 8-player raid content, first ever reveal of the new and overwhelming Colossus wall crasher. There's new story updates. The new Descendant Nell, former NPC Nell, joins the roster as a playable character with a brand new look and unique abilities. We also are getting the Ultimate Luna skin, which looks fucking phenomenal. As season 3 will be divided into multiple episodes, we are getting Ultimate Luna. 2 new Transcendent modules are being prepared for the release of Ultimate Luna. That looks very cool. Here are also some of the new outfits and character models. I mean, that's basically Eve, right? So they're doing a really good job and they're receiving praise for it, which I think is awesome to see. The Access media loves to trash gamers, even though gamers are the reason why their outlets exist in the first place. They love to trash gamers and say that we're always angry about everything and that we just complain to complain, which is funny given games like Expedition 33 are being praised across the board. Nobody's complaining about that game at all whatsoever. And when it comes to the first Descendant, while it has faced some criticism, I do think that this is really cool. And a lot of people are saying that this is a really good move. It seems that they're going to be dropping a hell of a lot of content in season 3. I do think that it is going to rejuvenate the player base. Do I think that it is going to, completely save the game? I'm not necessarily sure, but I do think it's going to bring a lot of people back, myself included, and they're definitely going to make quite a few dollars off of this NieR Automata collab, so I'll be keeping my eye on it. I might even end up streaming it. I haven't actually shown it on the channel since my birthday stream back in October, so I think that that would be a really good opportunity. I can go over the price tags of some of the new items. Who knows how much the collab is going to cost? Could be like $30 for a bundle, who knows? But I'm pretty excited to see that they're adding new characters, adding all of this new content, and the reception to this has been pretty positive across the board. I'll see if there's going to be any outrage over the next few days. Wouldn't be particularly shocking, though. Right now, gamers are just really thrilled with what these developers are creating, the new content, and just that they're trying to kind of rejuvenate the player base and actually give people a reason to continue playing their title. But for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.